Time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
21. Here we go.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Over on downs.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
56 for Mark, boys. 56. Check 56. You can't block me.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time.
That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams.
Complete to number 8.
Preston Williams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. from the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. 21. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check pass. 51's the Mike, boy. 51. I got you. I got you, son. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The Dolphin first down.
On first down, here's Breida. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. For Matt Breida, this is kind of an emotional game to be sure. He was signed as an undrafted free agent by these 49ers following the 2017 draft, and he had 3 good years for him. In fact, leading the Niners in rushing in 2018. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Breida. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he fires one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Is good.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15.
1st and 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards from down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Dolphins 16, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 33.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. The pickup there, 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 26. A 5-yard gain on the play.
On first down, Tagovailoa. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
To Jakeem Grant.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Out. Joker.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They run with Breida, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. No gain on the play there. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Is 3rd down.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability, and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where he appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well timed there by Richard Sherman, a sack on the corner blitz. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the delay, here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa being chased out left. He's going to run, and I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
49ers.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
49ers.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Bowden now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 84 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That's into the hands of Dwelly. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33.
Hey, alert! 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 I got you. That's me.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
51's the mic, boy. 51. Here we go. 51. Hey, gun. 51's the mic. I got you, son. I got you.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Quarter of play with the score Dolphins 29.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete to Mike.
A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Right there, 56. Rabbit.
2 and now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's our time. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Buying time to his left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
I got this. Me. Hey, Mike 51. Hey, watch that.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, it's our route. 65.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
On the return, Williams. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Shedding through the defense, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Tua Tagovailoa sacked. A loss of 16 yards. It's 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
56, Mike, 56.
Now a give to Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they'll run it here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Today's final
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches